happening? Greetings from San Francisco, California. How y'all doing, man?
San
Great.
Fran.
Wait, San
How's it going, Chris?
Francisco.
Yeah, man, I'm in
You
San
see a lot of
Fran.
Niners fans out there. You take care of them for us.
Hey, I argue with Niner fans and Raider fans every day at work. It's awesome. I have a wonderful time with them, and it was just like one time a Raider fan came at me, and I was like, dude, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this? Okay. People like to tell us how long it's been since the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. Raider fans, are you sure you want to do this? So then he started saying go Eagles. I say, you're a bandwagoner. Okay, bro. What up, fellas? Man, I'm happy to be here, man. What's going on with y'all, man?
Hey, well, thank you for being here.
Nothing
Like we
much.
said,
Yeah.
KJ, I want to introduce you really quick before we get started to Dennis. This is Dennis. He helps run us with the Sixers, but he's also a diehard Eagles fan, and he runs our tailgates too.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
it looked like Dennis don't know much with all that crap in the background, but hey, I give him a break.
Hold up. All right. Look. All right.
Oh, geez.
Hey,
Here,
hey,
this,
what the
here we,
procedure
let me
starts
ask you a
Wait,
question.
Wait until we at least get into the topic, and then you guys can debate on the topic at hand, Dennis. Because don't worry, we'll let Cowboys Chris take it
Look,
first.
We got a microwave here, Colt. Let me get the popcorn out. All right.
All right, Cowboy Chris, the reason why we called you and brought you on this show, and thank you again for joining us, and thank you for being here, is we have a question for you, and I think I know which way you're going to go with this, but I want to hear why.
Okay.
Who is the better wide receiver in the NFL right now, A.J. Brown or C.D. Lamb? Cowboys Chris.
All right. So you want the biased answer or the non-biased answer? Which one you want? 'Cause-
I'll take the bias first and the non-biased second.
okay, biased answer, CeeDee Lamb. Hey man,
Oh,
CeeDee
shit.
Lamb is the best damn receiver in the damn league. We had to shut him down because he was going to break records, man. Hey, when you're the only receiver on the team last year, of course he's the only weapon we had, and we had to throw it to him. CeeDee Lamb is one of those guys, man, that is always going to be open. He's that receiver. I'm always open. Throw me the damn ball. Now, non-biased, Chris, I'm going to be honest, okay? It's what offense you run, okay? In your offense, A.J. Brown fits perfectly. You're dynamic in the run game. So that means you got a one-on-one cover the guy, okay? And he has a 2 receiver, okay? So in your offense, of course, I'm like, yeah, A.J. Brown all day. All right. But in my offense, I would choose C.D. Lamb. Now, who's the better of the two? I'm trying not to be non-biased here. C.D. Lamb. I'm gonna choose C.D. I'm gonna choose C.D. And the only reason I'm gonna choose C.D. is because you guys know, as Eagle fans, sometimes AJ will disappear in the game. He'll disappear, and then he'll go over there and read his book. Why won't they throw me the ball? Chapter 2. And then he'll go and he'll fuss at his coach, and then he'll go back chapter 3. I'm still wide open. Come on, bro. So that's my only thing. That's the only reason I say about CD. CD is not going to pout about it if he don't get the ball, but we know we're going to throw him the ball anyway.
Please, can I go first?
Of course you can go, Dennis. Please go, Dennis.
Can I go first so I can gut this shit?
Are you sure? Now, I'm not the typical Cowboy fan, so you can try. Okay.
Guantanamo Bay. Lock down. I think you guys are still a little lost in your fantasies that you thought Des Bryant caught the freaking ball in Green Bay. Also, part 3. I think your boy's still blind from your stupid big window on the end of your stadium, who Jerry Jones thought was a good idea. Part 4 to that question: do you, as a Cowboys fan, have any internal knowledge or people that would know if Jerry Jones was caught alone in a room with Tony Romo? So on to part 5. A.J. Brown is the top receiver, is that dude. He is the one that has a ring before CD choke, CD that doesn't show up because he cries, CD that I don't have a quarterback because he's a bum and he can't stay healthy and he thinks his whole thing's a sympathy show. My brother has to tweet for me because my fingers either broke or my toes broke or my foot broke. Part 6, my coach is an idiot. I've had 3 coaches, 4 coaches, and still can't win. Part 7, my owner's a moron. We haven't had a ring in 20 plus years. A brand new stadium that's only good for holding WrestleMania and Monster Jam. So again, AJ fucking Brown.
All right. So since it's my turn again, Philly,
actually, it would be KJ's turn. It would be Cal.
I got to rebut since you counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you still didn't.
It's a 3-on-1. He's got to talk 50% of the time for his team. Go ahead.
I'm giving my turn to Chris.
So since you couldn't count in order, we'll go and try to answer some of your idiotic statements. Okay. Number 1, CeeDee Lamb does have a quarterback. You can check his record versus your punk ass team. Okay. And number 2, because we're on number 2 now, because you skipped a bunch of things. He didn't get caught in a room with Jerry Jones. You don't have to worry about that. Number 3, we're on number 3 now. Dez did catch the fucking ball. You can ask Green Bay fans that. Number 4, since we're on number 4, I want you to up because you may have a cheesesteak in your fucking ear. So number 4, CeeDee Lamb is the man. You know he's the man, and the only reason you say he's not because you're an Eagle fan. So I give you that. And number 5, so I got 5 right now. I want you to keep up because we're at number 5. Okay, that means 5 fucking rings. It took you 60 years to get 2. So you only count the 2 you got right now. You don't want to talk about the 60 years before that. So now we're on number 6. Are you keeping up with? I'm not a typical Cowboy fan. I'm telling you, number 6, CeeDee Lamb is better than AJ Brown, and I'm gonna end it with number 7. Texas steak is always better than a fucking cheesesteak. I'm done.
Now, sorry, KJ, I'm not done yet. Here's my
next be like, what's it called? Ping pong all night. Get ready, KJ.
So this is my last one, Chris. I appreciate you. Thank you for at least being calm and not being that delusional Cowboys fan.
Seriously, best Cowboys fan we know. All jokes aside,
the biggest comeback that I have for you.
He is.
Did you have gray hair the last time you won the Super Bowl?
No, I did not.
Okay, then. So the team is your problem. And for that second part, no, I'll save the second part for later. Go ahead, KJ. I've done hurt his feelings enough with the gray. Oh, no, never mind. No, I'm not done. Are you related to that Booth? Are you related to that dude Smooth? Because you are about just as delusional as that crybaby Pooh Bear looking dude that he posts on Facebook all the time.
Okay. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. The dude who said that he was going to come to the link and whoop that ass this week 1. Yeah. That dude.
Well, I love when people call Cowboy fans delusional, because they don't actually know the meaning of the word. So every year before you won the 2, you were saying the same thing. One day we're going to win this Super Bowl. One day, and I could have called you delusional. Now, of course, Cowboy fans are spoiled because the people my age are used to winning Super Bowls. So I give you that. All right. I didn't have gray hair the last time we won. That's true. But I can say this, just like you guys have witnessed your 2, I've witnessed all 5 of mine. So, I hate when y'all throw at Cowboy fans, have you seen the Super Bowl? And it's more Cowboy fans in Philadelphia than it is Eagle fans. So it don't matter. It's America's team.
Bad part of that statement, the only reason you can claim statement that you're America's team is because you have one part of the flag on your helmet. When we have the nation's bird as a fucking logo, stand on that.
Got a rebuttal. If you watch your lovely NFL films, the gentleman from Philadelphia that ran the NFL films named the Dallas Cowboys America's team, a person in your own city that is an Eagle fan. Now, you can fact check me if you want to, but I'm
all right, KJ, I'll let you go next. But you haven't seen, I was going to say Cowboys Chris in a little bit, first off.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's always great to talk to Cowboy Chris. Always great to talk to him. I try to tell Dennis that, hey, it's not one of the typical Cowboys fans. Like me and Chris go way back, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I mean,
we win and lose
yeah.
bets together.
Yeah, we've done some bets together too, so it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, this is a great topic, of course. I mean, both receivers, Pro Bowl level receivers, both dominant receivers. Really, I feel like both receivers, though, the good thing about them is they're both guys that obviously kind of are like a Megatron kind of player, like a Calvin Johnson kind of player, where you can throw it up to them, and most of the time they're going to catch it. A guy, it's kind of like they're always boxing out, kind of like in basketball. They're always boxing out, and they're always going to win against their defender. So I think with obviously CeeDee Lamb is more targeted than AJ. I think one of the reasons is because also we have Devontae Smith, and I think Jalen's got to spread the ball around. That's the only thing that I feel like if AJ was the focal point, if he was the number one, he probably would have very similar reception, would have probably the same kind of numbers reception wise, and probably same kind of yards stats wise as CeeDee, but he doesn't. So even as an Eagles fan, it's really tough to say that AJ is over CeeDee because I mean, if you just look at the stats right now, it's obvious that CeeDee has the upper hand. But I think, I mean, if you got to be biased, if you got to be unbiased, I think it's really tough. But I probably would say if I had to pick a team and be like, okay, you know what, this guy, I want this guy for my team. Yeah, I mean, I gotta probably go, and I can't believe I'm saying this. Probably CeeDee Lamb. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I probably go CeeDee Lamb because what Chris was saying though, there's some times where, and I mean, I love AJ as a player. When AJ is dominant, when AJ is the man, like it's awesome. But here's the thing, why? Like it's like CD hasn't really been complaining, and I can't believe he's not. And it's kind of crazy to say that too because he has Dak Prescott as a quarterback. He has Dak Prescott as a quarterback who went in the playoffs. I'm sorry, Chris, but in the postseason though he just can't perform, and that's the bottom line. So, but I'm gonna say, what's up?
He's 8-3 versus the Eagles.
No, but I was talking about the postseason, though. The postseason, though. Yes, he could probably does beat the Eagles, though. Yeah, in the regular season, I was talking about the postseason. Okay, the postseason. Like we've had success in the postseason recently, so that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But what I mean is like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I do think I would probably say CeeDee Lamb, but then. Yeah, I feel like though if you go, it's like a right or wrong answer. It's tough. It's tough.
I'll say this real quick, Dennis, because I know you're gonna want to get in here. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
I have just one question though. When people like to give Dak Prescott postseason records, is it a quarterback record or is that a team record? You know, because everybody always fall back. It's always Dak Prescott fault. You know, and I go back to the Green Bay game when they came in there and stomped our ass when they were up 28-0. So was that Dak Prescott fault? It wasn't Dak Prescott fault. The defense gave up 28 unanswered points.
Personally, personally, with me on a serious side and being a defensive coach and just watching how he plays quarterback, there's a lot of tendencies that Dak does that he shouldn't make this far in his career that I feel like, you know, Dak has a problem. Dak is not your answer. But a lot of his bad performance has costed y'all a lot of games. And if there's Cowboys fans that can't admit that, then there's your problem. You guys could have won games with Trey Lance, or you could have won games with Cooper Rush or whatever, and you take him out because you don't want to pay him because your owner's a scumbag. But I'm just saying, like, there's your quarterback's performance is bullshit.
Yeah,
you got a better chance of sending Antonio Brown to a strip club and making him pay a stripper than having your quarterback be accurate all season.
See, I was about to take you seriously because you said you coached and you did this, and then you want to judge my quarterback on his performance in the playoffs, right? Okay. So a quarterback that ain't worth crap, as you say, finished second in MVP voting. So just any quarterback can do that, right? You know, that's what I'm saying. Any quarterback, he should have won it that year. But you know, hey, you know, they gave it to the highlight film, Lamar Jackson. But bro, I can't take you seriously when people say Dak Prescott is not a good quarterback. And when you said Trey Lance, a guy who can barely make an NFL team is better than Dak Prescott, I can't take you seriously, bro. I thought we was gonna have a football discussion. You just being a biased Eagle fan and not being a realistic football fan, bro. Dak Prescott.
You're not being realistic that you think you can win with Dak Prescott. You can't.
What do you mean we can't?
You can't win.
We hadn't won the Super Bowl like the Eagles. Okay, we hadn't won the Super Bowl.
Where's the trophy at, Dalton?
I just said we hadn't won the Super Bowl.
You can't win it with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is not your answer. You'd have had a better chance of signing Aaron Rodgers and winning a fucking Super Bowl than relying on that crybaby bum.
Okay, so a person on this show right here actually made TikToks and videos about Jalen Hurts. Is he really the man for you guys? Okay. So when you go and you get the best running back in the damn league and you get the best offensive line in the league and then you get the second best wide receiver in the league, you should win the damn Super Bowl. Now, Dak Prescott didn't have all that. Okay. Now, you know, everybody talking about he had Zeke, he was a rookie. Okay, cool. No problem. All right. But after that, we got washed up Zeke. We got other people that playing in the backfield that don't even compare to your running back. Okay. We got one receiver. And you keep forgetting last year, Dak Prescott had 12 starters hurt. 12. And half of them was on offense, including himself. So, you know, when you say Dak can't do it, you know, I don't understand that, man. It's a lot of quarterbacks hadn't won the damn Super Bowl, but you target Dak Prescott because he played for the Cowboys. If he was the kid out in LA for the Chargers, you think he's better than Dak. But what the hell has he done but lost a 28-point lead in the playoffs? Come on, bro. You got to be realistic. Don't just be a biased fan. You know, watch football sometime.
All right, I'll say this. Chipping in on I'll speak on Dak too, but let me get into this first. AJ and CD. This is a fun debate, like KJ said, because when you're talking about two of the best in the league, it's obviously. You guys know I'm sitting in a green fucking room. Spoiler alert, I'm taking AJ Brown. I was surprised, though, to see KJ rock out with CD, but that does tell you KJ is a realistic.
Doesn't mean I like him better.
I don't think KJ's wrong. Like, I want to be clear. Like, I get his side. I get his point. Totally understand it. When you're talking about two of the league's best, like, this is a wishbone type of debate, if you guys get what I'm saying. It can go either way. There's no wrong answer. But I'm going to take A.J. Brown based on these guys are two different. Like, CeeDee Lamb is one of the league's best route runners, up there with Justin Jefferson, whereas A.J. Brown is that physical one-on-one, like Cowboy Chris alluded to earlier, one-on-one, go out, get it, you know, go up for it. So in our scheme, our system, like Chris said, obviously I'm going to take AJ. But in the Cowboys scheme, I can see why they would want CeeDee Lamb, why he would make more sense for them, why he would have more yards than AJ Brown, for God's sake. But when you talk about the season that AJ just had, like they did a ranking on WIP this past week where everybody did their top 11 Philly athletes. And if you look at where I have A.J. Brown, right there in that 3 slot, A.J. Brown, I think this year is going to establish himself as the best wideout in the NFL. I don't think he's there yet. I think he's like fluctuating anywhere in that 3 to 5 spot. Same with CeeDee Lamb in that 3 to 5 spot. That's why there's no right answer or wrong answer, I would say. I'll take A.J., but I'm an Eagles fan, so obviously I have a bias. But where A.J. Brown's at in his career, where the Eagles are at right now, I think that A.J. Brown has a good shot to be the best wide receiver in the NFL next year. What do you think of that, Chris?
I got a question for you guys real quick. If Devontae Smith get the ball as much as A.J. Brown, he would be the better receiver. But
Fair.
your number one is AJ because y'all throw the ball to him more. It was in some games, man. I was watching. I was like, the guy is kid. I was like, why don't they throw the ball to Devontae Smith? Why? It's like
he's not as much as a scheme fit in the wide receiver one, I think, is what it is.
I just like I always see him open though. I'm like the kid is always open, right? So, but I'm
Fair.
just saying. So if y'all throw it to him, he would be better than AJ. But AJ he's a combination of receivers. He's Debo. He's Jerry Rice. He's Randy Moss, all rolled in one. He's a great athlete. He's a great receiver. I'm not shitting on AJ Brown. Wish I had him, but I don't. But I just think CeeDee Lamb is better, and we can afford him. And we can. Y'all like the little jabs you try to. We can't afford him. Yeah, we can.
Man, I missed you. You know that? I missed you.
We did. We definitely did miss you.
Look, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be the guy. Chris, I love you, man. I just met you. I'm glad we could have this fun. Not many people can take my banner of being an asshole. So, hats off to you, bro. Good luck this season. Look forward to kicking your ass week 1. So,
wait, Dennis, do you want to show? Cowboy Chris your tattoo?
Oh yeah.
No.
we might have just got there, baby, but it's right on the heart.
Not that one. No, not that one. I'm talking about the one on your arm that says Cowboy on it.
No, because that's not tied to that.
It looks like
It's
the
tied
Cowboys.
to fire department, Jack.
It does look like the Cowboys.
It looks like
When we first met him.
I didn't mean the one.
Any kind of Arsenal. Shut up, KJ.
It is kind of funny to laugh about.
You lost your Eagle card for the next 2 weeks, okay? Shut up.
What? I slandered Dak Prescott, okay? I did that too.
No,
But
if you
I
had
had to
heart
be
of an Eagle
honest.
fan, you'd have botched him like I did.
Let me
I
say
had
this
to be
too about
honest.
Dak. All right, Dak Prescott is an underrated QB. Like when you're talking about AJ, CeeDee, Philly, versus Dallas, it's a great debate to have because it's kind of funny because when you think about it, the wide receiver caliber and the QB caliber, I feel like are on similar pars for both of them. Like when you're talking about regular season Jalen Hurts versus regular season Dak Prescott, it's fair to say that they're similar QBs. The problem is the postseason. And I do want to go back to what Chris said too. Chris made a really great take that I think a lot of people do shit on Dak Prescott in the playoffs, being like, they lost this game because of Dak. It's fair to say that they've lost some games because of Dak, but I do agree with Chris that it's more of a team loss for the Cowboys of why. Like, when it goes bad, it goes bad. Same with the Eagles. We've had them in the playoffs, so I think that's a fair point to say. But when it comes to Dak, I mean, I said this on Chris's show, you got to give the guy credit, too, because if you want to talk about adversity, humble, great leader, that's why I think it's fair to say he's on the same caliber as Jalen Hurts. He leads the Cowboys in the – like, that's why he still has the job. You think that if he wasn't good enough, Jerry Jones wouldn't be fucking itching to get him out of there? Like, it's his baby. There's a reason that Dak Prescott still has that job. So I do think that he's better than some people give him credit for. And I do agree with your take, too, about the team thing, Chris.
Yeah, man. I just my whole thing is just like a lot of Cowboy fans do this too. When Tony Romo was the quarterback, everybody hated Tony Romo. Except for me. Everybody hated him. As soon as Tony Romo retired, he was the greatest quarterback ever. Okay. Then when Troy Aikman at the end of his career, man, he sucks, man. I wish we had somebody else. And then as soon as he retired, man, he's the greatest quarterback ever. It happens, man. It's what have you done for me lately, fans? I'm more of a body of your career fan. I'm not gonna judge you off of one freaking game. Okay, I'm not gonna do it because remember you guys were struggling with Jalen Hurts. Okay, and his 2 best games has been in the Super Bowl. Okay, but if you go back and just like KJ was pissed off, remember y'all lost to the Jets, KJ, and how pissed off you were about that.
I was in the shower drinking liquor. Okay. He was crying, I think. We were tears.
I was not crying. I was not crying about it.
Sorry, he got sand in his eye, Chris. Sorry.
It happens, guys. It happens. I just hate when everybody blame the quarterback for a team loss because the quarterback can't win a game by himself unless you are Patrick Mahomes. But he couldn't do that in the Super Bowl. So it's a team game. You say that man just said Patrick Mahomes is a bum. I love
He's
you.
this
I love
era
you,
Tom
Dennis.
Brady,
I
bro.
love you.
He's this era Tom Brady. He is this era's Tom Brady. Tom Brady left, and then they needed somebody else to feel sorry for, and they throw flags for every time.
I love Dennis.
He's
Whoa.
awesome, man. When we
Why
met
y'all
him
been
in
hiding?
tailgate,
Why y'all been hiding Dennis from me?
are you coming week 1 to Philly? Is there any shot you come?
Please do. Please do.
That's
come.
tough. It's a Thursday night game, and it's gonna be in the middle of my move. I'm actually moving to Seattle too.
Damn it.
Really?
That is tough.
Please
Wow.
come. Please find a way.
Wow. You're
So
moving
that
to
way I can
Seattle.
come to your
Wow.
seat. Please.
Yeah.
Now
Hey,
you got to
hey,
deal
if
with Seahawks fans.
Oh, they easy to deal with.
What's that one going to
Okay.
be? Oh, I dropped the ball in your stadium and we lost our playoff spot that day. When your boy Romo was supposed to be so good.
See what I mean?
God.
Tony Romo lost the game, right?
Don't go after my quarterback.
His prediction is coming to fruition right there on the show. Well, hey, I got one more question for you, Cowboy Chris, before we get out of here. This is actually something we're debating tonight on the show. Can we get the outside opinion before you head out? Is Jalen Hurts a top 5 QB in the NFL? And if not, can you give us your top 5? It doesn't have to be in order, just even off the top of the dome if you can.
First of all, I want to give Jalen Hurts his props because I didn't like him coming out of college because when Tua Tagovailoa took his job in the championship game, I was like, dude, what is he going to be in the pros? Okay. So, but the guy he came back. He was resilient. He worked hard and he got the starting job for the Eagles and he's been getting better every year. Okay. So I have to say that. Okay. I don't think he's the top 5 quarterback. I do got him at 10. Okay. I got him at 10. He's in the top 10 because you can't deny what he's done. Okay. He's balled out in the playoffs when you really needed it. So I will give him that credit. All right. But my top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL this season, I'm going off of last season. Let's say last season. All right. Number 1, I'm going to give it to Josh Allen. I'm a Josh Allen fan. I love Josh Allen. Number 2, Mahomes. Number 3, I would give it to Burrow. Number 3. Number 4. Number 4 is tough. Number 4, I would give it to the kid in Houston. His name is
Stroud.
Love Stroud. Okay, I just love the way he plays, even though he's a crap eye, Buckeye. And number 5, who would be my 5th quarter? And I'm not gonna say Dak because I got Dak at 7. Number 5, who would be number 5?
Lamar.
Yeah, I thought, and I'm not a big Lamar fan. I'm not, but I would give him 5. And the reason I'm not a big Lamar fan is because this last playoff, he actually threw the ball in the playoffs. My whole thing is a quarterback, you got to throw the ball when you need to. And he was more of a running back to me. You know, I was like, man, he's a wishbone running back, you know. But last year he threw the ball better because he had better receivers. And I think if his tight end catches the ball in Buffalo, he could have done a little bit more damage.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Fair point.
But I do have Jalen at 10. I got Dak at 7.
Okay.
That's a good rank. I get that ranking as an outside fan. Hey, Chris, I appreciate you joining us tonight. Can you please let the people know, if you guys are going to give any Cowboys fan a follow, you got to give this guy a follow. Can you please let them know where they can give you a follow?
All right, man. I am one of the co-hosts of the Cowboy Up podcast. We broadcast on Tuesday night, 8 o'clock Central Time. So that's 9 o'clock your time on Tuesday nights. You can also find me on TikTok, Dallas Cowboy Chris on TikTok. My X account is right below, and it's also my Instagram account at Dallas Cowboy Chris, and that's where you can find me.
We appreciate you for joining, man. Thank you, brother. Have a good night.
Hey, anytime. Y'all know I love all of y'all on 302 Birds. I can't wait till the season. And if I get a chance to get to Philadelphia to ruin that party, I'll let y'all know, brother. But hey,
That would
man,
be great. We'll all be there,
You
all
can come
three
to our
of us.
barbecue for sure.
Yeah, all right.
Come
Hey,
to
thanks
tailgate.
for
We
that.
got your back.
Thank
All
you,
right,
man.
brother. Thanks. Peace.
Peace.
All right, we'll see.
Guys, please make sure to give Cowboy Chris a follow. But wrapping up the show here, we'll take it now. Top 5 QBs. I got my ranking. I got Mahomes 1, Allen 2, Hurts. I actually have 3. The reason is Hurts just won a Super Bowl and Burrow's 4 for me and Lamar's 5. Neither of those guys have won a Super Bowl. Burrow's been in one, but Hurts has been in 2. So I think it's fair to put Hurts over Burrow in that category now. How much do you really count postseason success in your ranking? I'll count postseason success. How many Super Bowls do you have? How many have you played in? How many NFC championships? How many playoff games? So on and so forth. And even though I do agree with some of what Cowboy Chris said about, hey, some of these franchises haven't put their QBs in good enough spots, right? The Eagles consistently have put Jalen Hurts in a good spot. It doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, that plays to Jalen's benefit in this argument. But it's why I still have him there. I mean, number 1, once again, top 5 QBs in the NFL for Dalton. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Josh Allen. Number 3, Jalen Hurts. 4, Joe Burrow. And 5, Lamar Jackson. Let me know in the comments in order what's your guys' ranking, because I definitely think right now where Jalen Hurts is at in the NFL, after this season specifically, whether or not you want to say 2 years ago, whether or not you want to say a year ago, whether or not you want to say a year from now, 2 years from now, doesn't matter. Right now, he's definitely, I would say, top 3, in my opinion. Now, obviously, it's biased. I'm sitting in a green fucking room. But if you want to talk about postseason success, regular season success, the two factor together, I have an equation in my head. I don't fucking know what it is. I should write it out. But my point is, I'm taking Jalen Hurts over most of these QBs, because also leadership. How do you lead a team? How do you succeed? How do you act under adversity? You know what I mean? And Jalen Hurts succeeds at all that. So no doubt for me, Jalen Hurts is not just a top 5 QB, but a top 3 QB. Dennis, we'll let you take it. How do you feel? Top 5?
Mine actually goes Josh Allen. So Josh Allen, I've got Jalen at 2. Then I got Lamar at 3. Tanner McKee at 4. And whatchamacallit? Crap. Kid's got potential. I keep forgetting his name. I got Purdy at 5 actually. So I don't have Dak Prescott in the top 10. I don't have Mahomes in the top 10, and it's biased because I hate Mahomes and I feel like referees win him games. McKee, I'm a biased Eagles fan, and I just kind of want to do it to be spiteful.
Yeah.
KJ, who are yours?
Yeah, so pretty interesting list for sure. Tanner McKee, I did not think I would hear that name. But you know what? It's better than having Dak Prescott in the top 10, so I'll take that. But yeah, I think in my opinion, I'm gonna say Mahomes is probably number 1. I'm gonna say he's number 1. I think he definitely is. Even if refs are winning him games, he still is number 1. Number 2, I probably gotta go with Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen, it sucks that he hasn't had the best teams around him, especially on the defensive side. I know Bills fans, and they've said the defense has just been horrible for them. So I think with him, it's just like I feel like, he just needs more success in the playoffs. And I mean, but even though like he keeps on getting stopped by Mahomes, unfortunately. And then, yeah, I think at 3, I think you gotta put Lamar. Even though I know Lamar isn't your traditional quarterback, I still think Lamar is a top 3 quarterback. That's what I think. And then I probably put Jalen in there. I put Jalen at 4. I'm gonna put Jalen at 4. Then I'm gonna put Mahomes, not Mahomes. Then I would probably put Jaden Daniels. I think Jaden Daniels, even after one season, has already showed that he's got a lot of potential. He's already shown that he, even as a rookie, he's already a top 5 quarterback. So I think Jaden Daniels definitely. And then I probably put at 6. I probably put Brock Purdy. I probably put him there. I probably put Stroud after that at 8. Stroud would be at 8. Then 9. 9 is a toss up. I feel like you could go with trying to think who you go with at 9. Who the heck can you go with at 9?
Just say Tim Tebow.
Oh, Jared Goff. Jared Goff. I'd probably go
I
Jared
was going to
Goff
say
at 9.
Golf or Stafford is who I was thinking in my head.
Yeah,
Golf is a
Jared
great
Goff
one.
Jared Goff at 9, and then at 10, I'd probably go with Prescott. I'd probably say Prescott at 10. Then I'll give him 10. But yeah, then I think then the list goes.
Yeah. It's funny because I'm glad you brought up Daniels too, because I think Jaden Daniels definitely deserves to be in this conversation. Just not quite yet. We got to see one more year. He's on my fringe. Like my fringe list guys were actually Jaden Daniels, Matt Stafford, and Dak Prescott. Those are my 3 guys that are like right there. They just are like, that's probably my 6, 7, 8. I don't know what order right now, but that's probably my fringe guys. My top 5, no doubt though. Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, Burrow, Lamar. Like if no doubt, whatever order you want to put them in, that should be your realistic top 5. Like based on success, based on regular season, based on postseason, based on Super Bowl, based on everything. That should be your top 5. Now, what order do you want to put it in? That's up to you. But that's all we got for tonight. I know we got to wrap it up a little bit quicker just because it's wedding season, as I said, and want to give a humongous shout out to Ashley and Connor. We're headed out to Chicago. KJ's already there. I'll be there tomorrow. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a great trip. But want to give a huge thank you and shout out to Ashley for everything she does for the podcast. And shout out to her and Connor on their wedding day, which I believe will be Saturday
Yes.
or Friday. Friday will be the wedding. Reception Saturday. Get ready.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great time. And stay tuned for some content because who knows? Maybe I'll be challenging KJ McCoy to a dance-off on the dance floor. You guys will have some stuff to laugh at, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you want that.
Yeah, Dennis is saying buckle up. He's definitely right. But Dennis, want to thank you for joining us tonight, man. I know it's a busy-ass week for you. You got a ton of shit going on, but we appreciate you always holding it down and answering the call, man.
No, this is family. We ride it out. We stick together, 302 Birds. You guys can always find me, Dennis 302 Sixers, covering Sixers needs. Right now, things have been a little quiet for the Sixers, waiting to gear for the draft. So me and KJ have kind of been just trying to take the downtime to find some content for you guys. We got some good stuff in the future. Also trying to plan out some good tailgates. That things are a little bit harder because I am now in Florida, but informed Dalton that plans are in motion for tailgates this year. Be prepared for that. Getting prepared for a wrestling show next week. Stay tuned for any news on that. You can see me back in the ring, maybe put somebody through a table up in Philadelphia. You never know. God bless you guys. Thank you for letting me be a part of this team. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for riding this out with us on each and every show. KJ, stop it before you get us canceled. Dalton.
What? I was just
as
doing.
always,
I was fixing
no,
my
stop
hat.
it. Stop it.
Fixing my hat.
We're not talking about the freaking Wilmington Blue Rocks. Shut up.
Well,
Dalton,
KJ,
as always, you're appreciated. I love you, bro.
No worries, man. Thank
What
you
about
guys.
me?
It was
What about me? What about me? What about the love for me?
No, you lost your Eagle card for the next 2 weeks. You freaking picked
I
freaking
beat
CeeDee
y'all.
Lamb over AJ Brown.
I'm an AJ Brown fan. I'm an AJ. To you, I've been on this show longer than you. Okay, all right. You did it. Okay, all right. I've been here. Okay. Don't make me put this hand down. Don't make me do it. All right?
I think
Put
you
your
need
face
to
down.
tune up.
when when we go on Cowboys fan show, things get crazy. When they come on our show, things get crazy. But I want to thank KJ and Dennis for being here. I know they both got a ton going on. Max hanging out in Chicago. Dennis is hanging out down in Florida, and they're holding it down. But stay tuned because the real king of South Philly, Fratty, is going to be holding it down for 302 Birds this weekend. Fratty, want to thank you, man. Get ready. Phillies post-game show, give us some grace, as we mentioned. And last but not least, if you guys haven't, want to give a big 2 shout-outs. One to Nick's Pizza, sponsoring the show. If you guys haven't, I got it for lunch today. It was awesome. Go out to Nick's Pizza. Tell them Dalton from 302 Bird sent you. They'll appreciate it. But their staff is amazing. Their food is exceptional. And their vibes are off the chart. Last but not least, want to give a huge shout-out as well to Frost Buddy. If you guys haven't, go check it out right now. TikTok shop. We got a video on it. It'll tell you about everything. Basically, it's a universal can cooler. Any size can, it can cool it down just like a Yeti cooler. It's amazing. It's exceptional. You guys need one for yourselves. Other than that, one last shout out and round of applause. Woo! For Ashley and Connor getting married this weekend. Woo! Gonna be a lot of fun, and get ready for that. But other than that, I'm Dalton. That's Dennis. That's KJ. We're 302 Birds, and hope everybody has a great week. Go Birds! Go Phils!